welcome back. I thought we'd definitely have to do a little check-in and do a recap of January and how my goals are going. I'm actually really surprised how much progress I have made. So I think we're going to start with one goal that I already completed, and then we kind of like go for what else I have made progress on, and then the last ones are the ones that haven't really been a focus and I haven't made much progress on them. So let's get started. The first one is I've completed my goal of I have healed my knee and elbow injury. I have to say my knee is really healed. I don't feel anything anymore. I obviously can feel that it's a bit weaker than the other knee, so there's still like strength training that I have to do, but I just don't feel anything in the knee, which has been quite for a long time. I think for 3 months it was still like I'm almost there, but still it's a bit, and now it just feels like a normal knee again, and I just feel so grateful for that. When it comes to my tennis elbow, I do see there's sometimes flare-ups. I also have with the shoulder, so it's like I might have it one day and then I'm a bit more careful and then it's okay again. So dealing with a lot of injuries is a sign for hypermobility syndrome, or one of the symptoms. So I really hope that I can get an official diagnosis and a better plan going forward. So I'm still working on that, but for now we say this goal is completed and I'm so grateful for that. Then in my travel goal, completing the A1.2 Spanish course in Bubble, I've already made so much progress. I'm already 30% in, so I think I've completed around 17 or 18 lessons, and the whole course has 61. So I'm guessing by April, if I keep that pace what I have right now, then I will complete that course and that goal. So that's going so easy. It's going really fast, and I don't have to do much for it, and I love it. And I definitely see that I get better in Spanish, that I can say a bit more. Obviously I can't have like a long conversation, but it's getting better. So so happy with that. And then I also have my reading goal that I'm much further along than I had planned. My reading goal is to read 24 books this year, and I've already read 7, which is a lot. I have to say, I listened to an audiobook and I love the voice so much, and I have been going through quite a lot of emotional stuff this month, so every time when I finished the book, like the audiobook, I just restarted it. So I have listened to the same audiobook 4 times in a row. So I had read like 3 books, including one from my sister that she gave me as a present that was Holding from Graham Norton. That was so tough that I had to stop it because there was just too much for a sensitive soul, so I couldn't finish it. But yeah, I mean, I'm 39% in my goal, so this is going really well. Then I have a fitness goal of completing 100 workouts, and it's completely doesn't matter like if I do just 5 minutes or 50, it doesn't really matter. It's more about like showing up and getting into the habit of moving regularly, and I've already done that 17 times in January, and it was so much more. I think I have completed more workouts in January than in October, November, December combined. So obviously my knee injury and my elbow injury stopped me from moving a lot, so that's much better now, but I'm still also dealing with a shoulder flare up of like an injury there, so it's not always that I'm injury free and I work out, but I kind of navigate it a bit better. If I have something with the shoulder, I still can walk. I can go for a podcast walk. I can still do Grow with Joe just without less movements in the shoulders. And I definitely feel a bit more of this when things become automatic and a habit, that you feel like, oh, I need to do it. Like when you feel this craving of, I need to brush my teeth, because you want this feeling of having brushed your teeth and feeling that sensation in your mouth. And it's a bit like that now when before I go to bed, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't move. I can just do 10 minutes walking with Grow with Joe, and then I can go to bed. So I do quite often now. So this is going really well. Then I have a goal that is a bit more wishy-washy, I would say. I practice self-love, self-care, and secure attachment on a daily basis. And that doesn't have like a finish line, like a number goal or anything. What I do is to know how I'm progressing is that I said I want to do every week, I want to work on something. And it doesn't have to be every day, but like on a regular basis, every week I want to do something. That can be very different things. It could be just going to bed on time, or eating regularly, or having a conversation that is tough. All of these things. And I just check off every week, and I have until the end of November, so 48 weeks. And if I reach like 80% of that where I'm working on something during these weeks, then I say that this goal is completed. So currently we're at 10%. Then my weight loss goal is going really, really well. I eat and move in tune with my nervous system, resulting in gentle weight loss of 12 to 18 pounds. And I've lost this month 4 pounds. Ka-ching! Very happy with that. Here I have combined, like I have a weekly, the goal kind of same way as the previous goal, and I have a weight loss goal. So I combine it together, and I think I have now 12% in that. I do see that eating is so different at the moment. I have only focused on eating regularly, and that also meant like a lot of like pizza and very like carb heavy dinners, and I still lose weight, which is fascinating. I do see that there's a lot of like less food noise. In the beginning I had to stock up on pizza and sweets like several times a week. Maybe not pizza, but sweets, yeah. And now the past 2 weeks were really like, we're good. And I see the same with soda. The cravings for it go really down because I feel more safe around it and know that I can have it if I want to. And that has a lot to say. So having just this safe stock up in my fridge does wonders. So yeah. And I definitely, like, obviously I could see on the scale that I had lost weight, but I could feel it because I had a red, like a burgundy sweater that was really tight around my arms when I was at home for Christmas, and now it's totally fine again. So that feels really good. And I have a friendship goal. I'm a good friend, and I have found 2 new friends, and that is obviously a bit tricky also to measure, and when is a friend, but this month was really interesting because I found like a new colleague as a friend that I hadn't really thought that would happen, but she was very clearly on wanting to talk to me, and we're just gonna see where it's going. And I also messaged some people in a group, and we've already said that we're gonna meet up in the next weeks. So I feel like it's definitely going the right way. You never know when you meet new people if you kind of like click or not, but I feel very grateful to just meet them and get to know them, and then we'll just see, and time will tell if that ends up in a friendship or not. But I'm just excited to meet some new people. Then I have a goal that was actually paused, and that is I have made my home feel like a cottage, because I feel like I have already enough goals to work on. Only thing I actually did was to declutter my bookshelf. That's the only thing I actually did, and everything else I just paused it. And I think I could do a bit more. I think I could do some decluttering in February. So that's something I maybe want to do for the next month. Then I had a finance goal of saving 60,000 krona, and currently I have to pay a bit more because I'm having a physiotherapist from the US that I have to pay for training, and it's expensive. So I can't save as much as I maybe wanted to, but I also haven't worked on it. Like, I have this budget planner that I would like to use, and I want to write down my expenses, and January is just not the month for that, but maybe February would be. That would be really cool. And then I have 2 goals that I have just paused where I haven't worked on it. I've studied at the personal development school and we've programmed limiting beliefs, and I learned how to manifest. And I'm actually gonna keep them paused because we just don't have to work on them right now. So we just wait with that. So that's kind of like my update on my goals. I'm still using my Trello board quite a lot. I'm also using my power sheets. But I use it a bit different than planned because there is like a monthly reset where it says important to-dos, goals to make progress on my calendar, on my mind. And I'm just not using it because I have something similar in my planner. So I have widened out and rather use it for week where I'm just writing down habits that I would like to work on, because I'm doing a weekly review every Sunday. I go through my goals and look how they're going and then decide if I want to work on a habit or a goal or both for the next week. And that's how I'm kind of using that space at the moment and trying to figure it out how I could make this work even if I don't use the tending lists, because so far I think the tending list doesn't work for me because I'm a weekly planner and not a monthly planner. And the tending list is kind of locking you down to do something for a whole month, which makes sense, but it doesn't work for me. But what I found out is that the monthly goals and the tending list is perfect to document the progress of all my yearly goals, because they also have this progress bar and they're 10 lines and I have around 10 goals, so it's just perfect. So I ended up using that, for example. And we'll see how I'm going to use the weekly action items or daily action items. We'll see. I might find something to use it for, or it just stays blank, and that's fine too. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I see you very soon on Sunday.